Alrighty, good morning traders and welcome to the Forex Morning Coffee this morning. Hopefully everyone is having a great week. We've had a fantastic week of trading this week. In regards to our Power of Divergence trading sessions, we had 2 sessions this week and we just absolutely killed it. Alright, so with that being said, traders, we're going to be looking at trading opportunities that we viewed this week on Monday based on the target trading strategy that we followed. Setups that developed based on unhit targets this week. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the chart and see exactly what happened this week and go ahead and review the document. And by the way, this document that I'm reviewing is inside the description. You can go ahead and review that in the description. It is available. Just check in the description and you should see that document that you can go ahead and chat with me. All right, so with that being said, let's jump into the markets this morning. And good morning, Jason. Sham, Denise, good morning. We got Scott in our house. Good morning, Scott. We got Dina. Dina is at, Dina Apple. Nice. He says, I am finally here live. Fantastic. Well, good to have you here. All right, good to have you here. And let's go ahead and take a look at this. People start crawling into the room this morning. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on in the market this week. Let's see here. We have got a bunch of things to chat about this morning. Firstly, let's go ahead and jump into the setups that we had this week lined up. And there wasn't much. If we take a look at the document right here, it looks like we only had 2 low probability opportunities this week. Now, that didn't mean that we didn't have any trades set up, because we had trades that we carried over from last week. And let's go ahead and take a look and see what that looks like. And it looks something like, let's see here. We've got, all right, let's change this. Let me see here. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Euro JPY first and see what happened on the Euro JPY this week. And it was a low probability, which means that there's a high probability that we may have not got a trading opportunity this week. And I do have I have the wrong setup right here. Let's go ahead and pull up. There we go. All right, so Euro JPY. And here it is right here. So Euro JPY, whoa! Did we pick up? I think we did. All right, let me go ahead and pull up the trading account right here. Oh, that's not working, so let's go ahead and grab it again. Okay, there it is. So let's take a look here. It looks like we may have picked up a trade here. Oops, I'm sorry, my bad. This is not the one I was looking for. I've got, just so that you know, I've got multiple trading accounts that I'm actually following. And this one right here is being set up just to follow. There we go. I got it. There we go. All right, fantastic. We've got it. So this is the one right here. And as you can see right here, let me go to close positions this week and see what we do. What did we do this week regarding close position? So it looks like there's only one pair that actually closed out this week, and that was on the pound to US dollar. Yep, that was it. That's the only one right here. And do we have, let's take a look right here, do we have the JPY? There it is. So we actually did get picked up in the Euro JPY, 115.76. So 78, 115.78. I'm going to go ahead and add it in. And let's do this right here. $115.78, that was the entry point. And as you can see right here, it is a buy, and we're chasing off the 117.39. So 117.39 is that level there. Yep, that's it right there. That's the level we're chasing after. Let's go ahead and do this then. Change this now. This is now a oversold condition that we bought in at. So we're now buying on this one right here. It hasn't been hit. And it was a low probability, and it's turned out to be a opportunity. So we're in. So we're in on the Euro JPY. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pound US dollar. This was a low probability, but it looks like it actually opened and closed this week. So this was great right here. Let's go take a look. Pound US dollar. I'll take a look at the charts first so you can see what the visuals look like. And then we'll go to the actual details of the trade. Wait a minute. Was I in a trade on this from the previous week? Because looking at this right here, it tells me that we had a low, or at least a opportunity. We should be back in on this. So we should have gone ahead and paid out, took up profit based on this target right here, and then gone ahead and actually traded in long again. So we should actually have a trade that's long on this. Wow, I am not in on this. Let me see the closed position that we had. We were closed out, and this was a sell. Yeah, we took profit on the sell. We got in at 25.96, and then we got out at 23.71. So we picked up quite a bit of pips on this one right here, and that'll be, looks like 100. Sorry, my bad. It's actually 218 pips. No, 215 pips. So 225 pips. My bad. 225 pips was picked up on this. 225 pips on this down. So let me go ahead and add this in right here. So the previous week, which is this week right here, or that's the one right here, we picked up 200 and, I normally have to go ahead and do this. Go to the miss week. There we go. 225 pips right here. We closed out. And let me go ahead and close this up here. Let's do this. So this one right here actually closed out. And we closed out this week. We can go ahead and call it the 24th. The week of the 24th. Let's actually get the exact date that we closed out. And it looks like we closed out the 21st. Actually very early in the week. 21st of the 4th we closed out on that. So I'm going to put it in here. So that'll be 0421. And I'm just going to mark it off, then closed out. Closed out. All right, there it is there. So that trade's done. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the pound US dollar this week. Why didn't we pick up a trade this week? That's unusual. I'll double check. I don't see a pound US dollar right here. No, I don't. So I guess we actually did not get in on this trade. I want to see why. Pull up the pound US dollar right here. And I'm going to throw in the RSI on this. I just want to see something here. And so this is Thursday right here. We've got and it looks like we've got everything running the way it should be. Oh, wait a minute, 108, 105. So here is the this is Friday. Okay, so this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. We did not hit the target. There's a target up here at the top. We did not get to it. We definitely got into an oversold condition right here. Why am I not in? That is interesting. Well, traders, looks like I didn't get picked up on this trade right here. Now, anytime this happens, what I normally do is I go ahead and reset the EA, making sure that nothing weird happened. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the settings right here. Yeah, we should be solid on this one. This one should have been I'm just going to go ahead and reset it. All right, there it is. All right, so let's talk about the entry point on this. The entry point on this run right here, for those that did get picked up, is anyone in the room that actually got picked up on that? Hey, Lloyd. Cheryl's in the house. Trish, good morning, Trish. We got, let's take a look right here. Mike, good morning to you. Karen, nice to see you, yeah. And here's the entry point right here. I believe price, yep, this is right here. The close of this candle is where the entry point came in at 123.34. So 123.34, 123.34, let's go ahead and put that in. 123.24. That was a active buy. I'm not active on this trade. Maybe you guys are. Maybe you guys picked up a trade on this. This is oversold condition right here. And let's take a look right here. So that was the entry point right there. And it's chasing after, well, let's go ahead and put the entry point right here. The entry point was at that level there. All right, that's the entry point there. Oh, hang on, 23.34. I said 24 right here. $23.34. Now, let's go do this right here. We looks like our average true range on this is 164 pips. We would have only picked up the one entry point on this one right here, and it looks like we're chasing after about 182 pips on the trade, and we're slightly in the money at the moment right now. We are just slightly in the money on this. Now, look at the entry point, 53. That's where the current price is trading at right now. So we're around about 20 pips up in the money right now. Now, because I missed this trade, I could manually go ahead and trade this. I could manually go ahead and put this in and manually set up to follow that trade. But I just don't want to do that. All right, I just don't want to go into a manual process right now and start managing this manually. So I'm going to let this one go, and let's see what happens next week. Maybe next week I pick up an opportunity next week. So there's the trade right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else we've got going here. So this is the weekly setups this week. So we did pick up two trading opportunities this week, both buy positions. Euro JPY was the one, and then the other one was the pound US dollar, also on a buy. We can go into a little bit more detail on the overall perspective of exactly what the trend looks like and what we can expect from these two pairs in a moment. But let's go ahead and cover the pairs that we currently have open as well. And we're going to do the same thing on this right here as well. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we've got open up. All right, so we've got Aussie New Zealand dollar. Looks like we've got two positions up on the Aussie New Zealand dollar. We're both in the red on both those positions, but we do have some sells on the Aussie New Zealand dollar, so which means that we're looking for the Aussie New Zealand dollar to correct itself. And the reason why I'm saying correct is because we all know that the Aussie New Zealand dollar is on a big bullish rally, right? And we're chasing after a range top, which is up here at the top. Check it out. There it is. Okay? So we're looking for price to move all the way back to the top of the range here because we came off the support there. And so right now, we'll be looking for the market to find a little bit of resistance, and it could come from this downward trend line. All right? That downward trend line could definitely act as a temporary resistance level for us. And then another downward trend line right here would also be another temporary resistance level for us. And normally what happens is when you look at the market's wave structure going up, it could pretty much give you a good indication that we are starting to see some sort of turnaround. Now, check this out. In our divergence class, with these divergence sessions that we've been trading this week, we've been looking at daily and then going down to the 4 hour and really just paying attention to the 4 hour divergence. And if I look over here on the daily, I already starting to see a little bit of divergence taking place right about here. Here we peaked out right here. Price took out the next high right there, and so I'm expecting the Aussie New Zealand dollar to actually start heading south if this continues to dip down right here. Let me go to the 4 hour to see if I got any 4 hour diversions. And yes, we do. Or yes, we do. Actually, it's coming off all the way from the take a look right here. Here we go from there to there. Here we created a high. There's that high. Well, actually, my bad. It's not that one. Totally wrong there. Let me go ahead and correct that. It's actually coming off this high right here. So we did create a high right here. Price went higher, created a high up here. Then create another high, another high right here. There's absolutely resistance here at the top right here. Now, what I'm also going to do here is I'm going to get a little technical, right? I know it's Friday, but it's Preachy Friday, so I get to do what I need to do, right? And I get to say what I want to say without any sort of back. Okay, and I'm just kidding, guys. All right, so this is the deal. I'm going to go ahead and take a look over here at the swings going up from the bottom right here. And the reason why I'm doing that, again, because I'm in a correction move, all right, because I'm expecting price to move down against the overall short-term trend right now, I'm looking for a reason why the market would go ahead and pull back. I'm not trying to pick the tops and bottoms, not at all. I'm just trying to get an idea of exactly when can I expect price to start working its way back down to the downside. I'm in two positions on this particular pair. And so what I'm looking for is how long is it going to take for us to get back to the level of profit again before it starts going back up again. And also what I'm trying to pay attention to is if it does go ahead and retrace back down south, how far can it retrace back down south? And will it get to my target? Because if it's not going to get to my target, then guess what? I've got to make decisions to get the heck out of Dodge, right? And so that's what I'm looking for right here. So if we look at this right here, this is my first swing going up. Then I'm going to plot in a second swing, which can go all the way up to the top. Now, there's a couple of ways to look at this. One way would say, well, big dog, we've got an inside swing right here. There's an AB swing. And then the second swing going up right here is creating my third wave, my inside third wave, which means that price could still move up all the way up here to this downward trend line. Check this trend line right here. See the trend line? Now, if price is going to move down to that downward trend line, then that means that we could be trading this still further up north, which means, check this out. This is the mindset that I have to have right now. The mindset I have to have right now is that we're not, all right, we're not at resistance yet. And so I can expect maybe another one or two entry points on this before price starts working its way back down. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, all right. So I'm not going to expect too much fireworks on this one until we get up to resistance. If it starts turning around to the downside, if we see price starting to turn around to the downside right here, and it gets to my target, because it's going to come back to retest the previous inside wave 1 right here. If it comes back and tests this 618 retracement right here, then bonus, all right? But I know that if it doesn't, and let's say it does move sideways, or it goes ahead and blows through this level where it's at right now, we're going to get to this 1.27 right here, which is priced at 1.0330. Let's see, 332. So 7332, that's the level. So 1.0732 is the resistance level I'm looking at. Write that down. 1.0732. Right? So that's the level we can anticipate then price to go ahead and work its way back down. So we're probably going to go ahead and have to wait for it to get to this level before we start seeing price moving down. Now that's my worst case scenario. Best case scenario, it may go ahead and dip back down and chase after my targets with these two positions that I currently have. I'm not too unhappy if it goes up a little further and I pick up another one or two positions, because that means I'm going to have 4 positions riding on this one going south, and I'm going to make a lot more profit to the downside. So I'm not too worried about that. But what I do know is that there is going to be this expectation of a possible downside move. I'd like to see a better divergence set up right here. We haven't quite seen that nicely, but if we can get a better divergence, then that'll give us a better indication that price is going to move to the downside. Okay? All right. Hopefully that was not too complicated here on a Friday morning. And let's go. All right. So we're good here. Let's go ahead and clean up house. I'll keep those fibs in right here, and actually keep the labeling too, so that we can go ahead and refer back to this here on the 4-hour time frame. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and throw in the ABCD tool right here. Let's go ahead and count the waves. So this will be my last wave right here. This is my larger wave, sorry. So I'm looking for my third wave to be all the way up here, and then a fourth wave down here. You can see it can retrace it further down. and then my fifth wave will be further up north. Now, what I'm looking for is the inside swings, which is based on this idiot wave structure right here. There's the wave 1, 2, and there would be my third wave, and now I'm in my fourth wave, looking for that fifth wave to match up with my third wave. All right, so everything is lined up, connected, and we're looking to fulfill that target. All right, good. That's it. Done. Ready to move on. All right, ready to move on. Let's go to the next currency pair. All right, check it out. Next currency pair that I'm in is Aussie US dollar. I'm selling Aussie US dollar here. So again, this could be a correction move because we know that Aussie dollar has been pushing up a little stronger. Denai says here it's Pretty Friday, absolutely, and she says I'm getting a better handle on spotting divergence. Thank you for the videos on that. You're welcome to this, and then yeah, if anyone else is learning from that, fantastic. If you're learning from these videos, if these videos are helpful, guys, please throw some love towards me. Go ahead, like, share, and comment on these videos. It's very important. All right. I would love to hear from you. I would love to get some likes. I'd love to get some subscribers from this as well. Please go ahead and let me know if this is information that's been very helpful to you. All right, so we're moving on. Moving on to the next currency pair, which you said was Aussie US dollar, and that was a sell on the Aussie US dollar. All right, go ahead and take a look right here. And we spoke about the Aussie US dollar. We said that the Aussie US dollar is heading into what we call a 3-drive pattern. And currently right now we're in that third wave. We hit bottom. We're expecting price to continue to move back up north. Let's take a look and see where our... and by the way, if you look at the chart right here, this is it right here. This is the wave 1. This is wave 2. This is wave 3 right here. So we're heading into the third wave. And it's going to be priced around about 65.70, give or take a few because we frames, right? So we're looking for price to move up a little higher right here. So we should continue to see a daily rally. And, well, the market's going to wave. But let's take a look and see what's going on here. So this is the one... Oh, and, okay, so this is it right here. That target that we're chasing after is actually a missed target. Let me just go ahead and make the line a little thicker. It's a missed target, all right? It's a missed target from last week. All right, so we've got a missed target from last week right here. And this week has been hit, but last week, still not there. Now, price did come very close this week to the target. I didn't take my profit on that. I've only got one position in. I'm trying to get a little bit more excitement out of this trade. So we may end up going up a little higher before price moves back down. So I'm going to probably wait it out. And if we go to the daily time frame right here, it looks like we could move up another, let's see, call it 200 pips. Now, if it moves up another 200 pips, my daily trading range on this is 111. So it may be that I'll pick up maybe another 1 or 2 positions on this. All right, which is not too bad. I'm not too unhappy about that. So if we pick up another 2 positions on that, that'll have 3 positions going south. And then once we hit that top of the range right here, if we hit that level there at 65.70, all right, we're going to be turning around heading south, and we should be into a deeper correction move, so which means we'll make some money on that on those 3 trades. So not completely unhappy with the fact that price may move up a little higher. It just means that I'm not going to be taking profit very soon on that pair yet. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what else we got going here. Euro Aussie, we've got buys on the Euro Aussie. Now, when we were looking for divergence the day before yesterday, we picked up sells on the Euro Aussie. That was more of a trend-based approach based on divergence. And so if we are looking to buy now on Euro Aussie, that means we're trading against the trend a little bit right here. All right, so let's go take a look and see what's going on. So Euro Aussie, we're in buys, and let's see here. Well, it's a no-brainer, right? If we take a look at at this pair right here, and oh snap, for a minute there, I thought we were frozen up here a little. All right, let me go back to the daily. So this is what we're looking at right here. This is big bearish move to the downside right here. So we're expecting price to probably go ahead and continue to fall, but there is going to be a sort of a correction move. We can expect price to correct itself a little bit right here. Sorry, I'm going to have to refresh my charts a little. It's starting to get sticky. So just as a reminder, traders, whenever we're looking for sort of a retracement move, and I need to go ahead and refresh my my video. But every time we're looking for a retracement move, we've got to consider that that we have to identify when the market. We're not really trying to pick the bottoms and tops of a retracement move. But what we are trying to do is we're trying to trade based on the strategy. And in most cases, it is a counter trend strategy. It's trading against the overall trend. So anytime we see the market trending, we're now looking for a reason why the market go ahead and bounce back up again. And reasons could be finding strong support. It could be a wave, an idiot wave structure that's complete a third wave or fifth wave move. It could be an ABCD correction move on an idiot wave structure. Those are the type of things that we look for. We could even look for divergence, right? That could also be a sign that price could hit a bottom and start turning back up north. So anytime we're looking at these type of patterns, we want to make sure that we have the right setups. And so that's the reason why I go into the chart right here, and I always look at the larger time frame. I always take a quick squiz at the larger time frame, just to make sure that if I am looking at the larger time frame, does those levels make sense? Does those levels make sense where I am going to anticipate price to move off those levels and start bouncing to the upside? So if I go to this right here, this is the daily once again, and I can see now there's no doubt that this pair is looking for some sort of correction. But the question here is where? All right, where is it looking for a correction? All right, and so I went ahead and I did this. I would go ahead and move down to a lower time frame. Actually, we can take this one right here, flip this one down to a 2 hour if you want to. All right, as long as you can see some sort of pattern on that chart. So if you take a look over here, and I start drawing some fibs, let's go ahead and use some idiot wave structure right here. And so we see here, and I think we mentioned that in our other sessions. We can see here around about 169. At 169.01, we can see that there is a level where price would want to move back up. Take a look there. We're right at that level right there. See it? We're right there. We're trading right at that level right now. So there's definitely some hidden support at that level based on the wave structure going down, giving us a 618 dip. So it's definitely indicating that we may end up seeing price moving back up north. Now I'm looking at the 2 hour time frame. I don't see divergence here on the 2 hour time frame. All right. In fact, maybe there's a little divergence. Hold on. Yeah, we can say that. Check this out. Not a very strong divergence, but check this out. See how price kept on going lower right here from the peak, from the valley, and we now see the oscillator moving back up north. So we actually do have, since price broke through and created another low right here, we do actually have a divergence level. All right, we do have a divergence level, which means that price is going to work its way back up. We're looking for price to move back up north. We start to see a little bit right here. We know that there's going to be some temporary resistance as we go past this level right here. Right, it's going to break that because remember that was a very key level at one point in time. So we're going to come back to retest that. All right. Now, if you look at this right here, this is consolidation. Now, if you know anything about expansion moves, then you're looking at this type of setup right here. When price moves inside consolidation, we normally have what we call an expansion move, which means price breaks out, then price breaks north, then price starts trending. So we can see this a lot of times, and this actually takes, when you see these type of things, this is where traders really lose a lot of money, right, in these type of moves, because what they're doing is they're trying to trade the breakout here, then it comes back in, then they're trying to trade the breakout there, then it goes ahead and starts trending back down where they start giving up, all right. So you have to know what type of pattern it is. So if we go ahead and trade back above here, then that means we're definitely heading into an expansion move. That means that price is going to take out this level, get up to a retracement level up here at the top, and then start heading back down south, right? Because overall, it's still going to be heading south. But we're looking for just a correction move on this move. So if we go ahead and take a look at this right here, and so we know that the 2 hours indicating that price is going to start working its way back up. Now, if I go ahead and put in our fibs over here, from the top down all the way down to the bottom right here, let's just look for that 382 retracement move. So we're looking at the 382s all the way up here. So check out the expansion move. Expansion move is going to look something like this, where there's that sideways movement right there. We're going to have a breakout right here, all right? Then if it comes into the range, it's going to go up here. It's going to get up to the 382 bounce right here. Selling opportunity is right here. It's 176.10. So 176.10, this is where traders are going to look to start selling again, all right? And then if it starts heading down south, we can start looking for the 127 to the downside and start looking to take profit. All right, so maybe a little bit more information than what you were expecting, but that's the type of action that we're expecting on the Euro Aussie dollar. So just to give you a little bit of a broader perspective, a high-level view of exactly what we can anticipate in this particular pair, because it's important for us to know exactly where we can anticipate these turning points in the market, right? So we can prepare it properly for those levels and then look at the right direction, because the most important thing about trading is finding direction. If there's anything that if there's anything that trading really needs, all right, other than good equity management, is of course identifying directional buyers. If you don't know and you pick in the wrong direction all the time, then guess what? The probabilities of success have dramatically been reduced. All right, so we have to understand how the overall market's moving so we can anticipate exactly what to do at these certain levels. All right, we have to do that. All right, because if you don't know that you're at resistance, you'll probably be looking to buy. If you don't know that you're at support, you're probably looking to sell. And what's going to happen is price is going to move against you. All right. All right. Too much information, Gary. Too much information. All right. I just thought I'd go ahead and share that with you. I think it's important for everyone to know that. And let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with the next. So rally is expected, right? We said rally is expected. Where's our target? Our target is up here. 70, what is that price? 74.77. All right, so note this. That's the target I'm chasing after. All right, I'm looking at 74.77. All right, if I'm looking at 74.70, and by the way, I'm going to sell here on this trade. I'm going to go ahead and probably want to go ahead and take this one out. I'm going to go ahead and review that. Got a couple of swing trades right here. And so this is Euro Aussie right here. Where is that Euro Aussie? Let me see here. There it is there. So we're currently up about 160 pips on that trade right here. Looks like it's going to be time to start cashing in on the Euro Aussie. I'm going to have to go ahead and review that. And that's only because of what I've just seen right now. If price is going to move back up to the levels that we're expecting to move back, then we may have to go ahead and start thinking about moving, or at least removing our sells and start to look for this buy going long. So, and by the way, that's another different strategy. It's a trend trading strategy. All right, so this is the target, 74.77. Now I'm going to go back to the 2 hour, and let's take a look right here, 74. All right, well, look at that. We're looking at a price move to around about 76.15, right? So that means that our target that we're looking for on the 1 hour time frame right here is at 74 and change. We should be able to, with ease, get to that target before price actually moves back down south. So we're looking good on that trade, all right? So that looks good, and we're going to continue to hold on to that position. Let's take a look here, Euro Pound. Let's take a look at Euro Pound and then Pound Canadian. Euro Pound we're buying, and then Pound Canadian we're selling. And we're in the money on Pound Canadian. We're in the red on Euro Pound. But let's take a look and see what's happening with those two pairs. All right, so I'm going to flip this over. I always like to go back to the daily unless I need to gear it down. If you follow me on my strategies, you know I love looking at gear up, gear down strategies. And so let's take a look at Euro Pound first. Euro Pound we're buying. And Euro Pound's consolidated. We're range bound on this. We do have a target up here at the top. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm thinking we're probably going to be in the Euro Pound for a long period of time because we're probably going to get down to this level first before we get to our target. So write that down. I'm expecting 85.61 to come into play. 85, so 0.8561. I'm expecting that to come into play before I get to my target at 90.74. All right, so we're looking for a dip down to 85.61. When I get to that, then I'll be expecting my price to move to the target. Now, something you need to know: if we break up north, all right, I may go ahead and take a little bit earlier profit on this, just because I'm not expecting this to be hit with this breakout to the upside. So if price does break out of this range right here, it's just going to be a small breakout. I don't expect it to get to this level right here. I'll be watching it very carefully, looking for some sort of divergence to confirm that price is going to work his way back down again, and then look at taking early profit. If it does go up and hit my target, bonus, all right? But I'm not going to be, betting on that at all. So let's go ahead and take a look now at the pound CAD. Pound CAD, we're selling towards this target right here, and looks like we were heading into this was actually a nice little bull flag, and so we expected price to move up a little higher, up to about 181.11. It's now range bound. Take a look right here. In fact, I could do this. All right. So we're now looking at a range bound pair, which means that price is going to come back to retest very close to our target. Remember, we missed it out already. We were about 5 pips away from our target before, and we didn't take our profit. Now we are going to. When price comes back down to this level, we're going to cash out. This may be towards the mid part of next week, but we're probably going to cash out on the pound Canadian. All right. Specifically, if we start seeing targets to the upside. So if we see price moving to an oversold condition next week, and we have an unhit target to the upside, it's time to start cashing out. Take out your profits on the sell, and start looking to buy on the pound Canadian. Let's take a look at the long-term outlook. See what that looks like. Yeah, well, as long as it stays. Oh, wait a minute. Woo! Man, I am still happy with a sell on the pound CAD. Pound CAD is range bound right here, coming off a top right, well, coming off a downward swing, and coming off these tops right here. We're looking for pound CAD to go down south to this level right here at 159. So 159 to the downside. I know it's stuck up in this like short-term trend, but if it breaks through that short-term trend, which means if we trade below 171.78, guess what? It's heading south and it's chasing after 159. So holding on to sells right now is not a bad idea. But I only think we picked up one position. Yeah, that blows. All right, we only picked up one position on that, but it is what it is. I'm going to hold on to that because even if we do go up higher, this is what I like about this pair so much, right? What I like about this is that we're in on a trade, but if it does go higher, if it does trade higher, and I pick up 3 or 4 positions on that, it's going to eventually get back down to this level right here and eventually break it. So we're going to make a lot of money on this trade either way, all right? We'll make money on the downside move if it goes straight down right now, but if it goes further up and we pick up more positions, we're still looking good on this trade, and we should be making some good money on that too. So we'll hold on to that trade a little bit longer. All right. Denise says, Jesse says, good, I'm selling for 2 weeks. All right. Need to break the channel, says the nice. Yes. We'd need to have to break. We have to break through that channel in order for it to confirm that we're hitting south. All right, traders. Well, that's pretty much it from us this morning. Hopefully everyone had a good week so far, and going into the weekend on a good note. And also, traders, getting ready for next week's trading. There's 2 sessions that you want to be in. This session, which is the morning coffee session, and then don't forget about the divergence session. All right, those are random. I just go ahead and cherry pick a day that I want to go ahead and broadcast. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that when I do go live, you'll be notified, and you can go ahead and join the session. Looking at the questions here, so we should be good. All right, so that's it for us, traders. Have an awesome weekend. Relax, enjoy it, and we'll see everyone back again Monday to look for new trading opportunities. This is the FX Big Dog signing off.